Legends. Welcome to the Inglewood Legends YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. One love, and I'm out. Inglewood Legends. Now in the last video, I think I left off at the part where I was speaking on how I live on the belief that anything is possible. Anything. If it happened once, it can happen twice. April 29th, 1992. That was something like 32 years ago. I know some of y'all watching this video right now wasn't even born yet. Real talk. This was a moment, time, and experience that for most people will only come once in a lifetime, if that. And I'm not just talking about the peace treaty, that ceasefire thing that was going on between the Crips and Bloods either. Although that did play a huge part in the overall atmosphere. Huge part. Seemed like almost every other store building in LA was on fire, up in flames. From the Long Beach Water's Edge to the high-priced Hollywood Hills. Too much going on for the police to stop any one person or any one situation that was going on and going down. True story. The police department had their hands full. Yep. And so did the fire department. A whole lot of looting, shooting, and recruiting. Real talk. Yeah, I said recruiting. They had looting crews that was snatching everything that wasn't bolted down. Hell, I think I remember seeing one dude running down the street with a safe, TVs, radios, house supplies, and even couches. Yup. Looked like a free-for-all, a five-finger discount. Man. Compliments of those that was sucking the blood out the community, yet not pouring nothing tangible back into the community. Vultures. Culture vultures. They say it all started at the intersection of Florence and Norman. Most people in LA know that to be A-Trade gangsterhood. Right there was the epicenter of it all. That's when you seen that famous news clipping and scene when the white boy got pulled out his truck. Right there is where it kicked off. Yeah, I remember. Anybody that wasn't black riding down Florence that day, at that moment and at that time, was a target of what was going on when it was going on. True story. Police couldn't stop it. And from the looks of it, God wasn't too concerned with stopping it either. Real talk. Then you had Rodney King. In my opinion, I think them folks pressed him. Yeah, they pressed him. Made him jump on the news one night talking about stop the violence.
I just want to say, you know, can we all get along?
What? But hell, by then, the whole Los Angeles went deaf. Wasn't nobody trying to hear none of that? Nah. So the smoke kept rising and the dead bodies kept dropping. Damn. Seemed like the police clocked out and left the whole city. So the shopkeepers and store owners had to protect their own self. I guess you can say as far as the Koreans or Asians or whatever, their motto was, you loot, we shoot. You steal, we kill. True story. Meanwhile, everywhere else was still up. All the way up. Literally. Like I had mentioned earlier, it was so much lawlessness, looting and shooting going on around LA, Inglewood, Compton, and Watts, that they had to bring in a National Guard to help quell some of the nonsense going on. True story. I remember one day we was caravanning through LA and eventually made a quick stop at the liquor store on 120th and Central Avenue. Soon as we bust that right turn going into the driveway, the National Guard pulled up behind one of the homies and pulled him over. A few of us got out our cars to watch the homies' backs, and a few other homies went in the store to grab a couple of bottles of liquor on the set. Now I can't really remember what we was drinking on back then, but if I'm not mistaken, for the most part, everybody in LA was still off that bumpy face clear bottle of Seagram's gin. I know y'all remember the bumpy face Seagram's gin. Drink a bottle of that and you will wake up the next morning with the biggest migraine and headache ever heard of. So as the National Guard got the homies pulled over and jacked up in the liquor store parking lot, a couple of minutes later, I look up and see one of the National Guard's men jump in the homie driver's seat and drive off, with two National Guard Humvee trucks following right behind them as they smashed off in the homie car on Legend Crib. Seeing that blew my mind. Like, whoa, how the hell that just happened? What the? Is that even legal or what? Man, damn, that was crazy. Super crazy. You should have seen the homie face when he was walking back to get inside the car with the other homie. Meanwhile, back in the city of Champions, Inglewood, California, it was still business as usual. No peace treaty, no ceasefire, no reconciliation, No kumbaya, no none of that.
No, none of it.
Wasn't nothing but retaliation, revenge, and get back going on in the city of Inglewood at that time.
On the set.
But see, in 1992, I remember the legends. We did enjoy some of the festivities that was going on outside of the city, just like everybody else.
Everybody else.
But in all honesty, at that moment, in that time, Inglewood Legend Crips wasn't thinking about no peace with nobody they wasn't already at peace with.
Real talk.
What a time to be alive.
What a time.
And that brings me to the end of this video, and the end of a series of videos in relation to the historical 1992 Los Angeles Crip and Blood Peace Treaty. If you haven't had a chance to check out and watch all 3 parts in this series,
Make sure you watch.
You can scroll down to the playlist titled 1992 Peace Treaty. Right there, you will find 4 videos.
4 videos.
Part 1, released from jail during LA uprising. Part 2, 1992 Peace Treaty standoff with Inglewood Bloods. Part 3, what really happened at the 9 Deuce gang truce.
What really happened.
And last but not least, this video, Part 4, the last and final installment of the 1992 Peace Treaty series. With that being said, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the content out.
Share it.
Stay tuned and stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
One love. And I'm out. Gone.
Gone.
Inglewood Legends. Inglewood Legends. Inglewood Legends. Inglewood Legends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. One love. And I'm out.